Anase soma udoma hotefo ebenya de akwakodi ho anase edin ene wo nanso so eni ho ehye nipa da sani ebetu akwiem ene onyankropon akotena democracy eyema bibifo anase enyema yen kwasi broni trim popa ene sentia wade vaccination eba abibiman mu na family plan so mpo no ehye ben ana kwasi broni hye ye e wodi krom enti a wade etoa yen eba ne sen ana gay ati atese e wo wiase afana nyinara ene we se illuminati ene we se freemason ene we se sumwe mu ni nyinara ahyase firi he no broni trim po a wade sanyema we nyinara e ba no de atoa bibiman mu no ene sen we entram so hwe wake up Africa kwasiada we ni kwasiada bia awia dumienu ekopem awia no mienu live on Royal TV eye dwumadi a ofa poku danko ye executive director edema Freedom Mind Movement ene ofa Israel Nkrumah a eye coordinator edema Freedom Mind Movement no
ebeka me Kofi Kumi ho
na yesim konwa na madi dwumadi won chiame na ensem bia tise no ye gina twe kronkron so abakosem ene ntwere ahodo so na ede mo hunu ba bia obibini ufiri enu mu a eduro ene soma wo sombo na mabrofo sisi ache ebra so se call together twele kan ye no etumi bam ne no ana hyase o Freedom Mind Movement dwumadi e fese wake up Africa dwumadi so praso say ye fa dwumadi live on Royal TV so kwasiada we ni kwasiada bia awia dumienu kopim no mienu na ya jo so adwenche na osemisa ye ano e dia ma wake up Africa abibiman moma yen sore
one business general abatown eyeniko multimedia so pay video editing photo shoot photo editing documentary business advert music video funeral program birthday parties onua uni haukra esan say niko multimedia ebeye ni nyina nanso yenwie yo so we your wedding papa bi niko multimedia si en ha ho kra o me cover ni nyina ma so we are sorry anaso say uye edwumakuo bi a o pese u streaming live o program eye social media handles na eye Twitter Facebook and the keka ho na niko multimedia si woni how esan so mo ye ni nyina live abra program na ekoso niko multimedia si omotonton gadget eye media gadget papa ebini eye audio and video equipment cameras speakers microphones mixers ni nyina niko multimedia eye ho adwuma niko multimedia ewo koforidia eho ana omotare betimi afre niko multimedia ewo 0244549107 eye niko multimedia the media general ewo town. Thank you.
Tia sabri se wani guso a o hwe dwumadi a ya to din Wake Up Africa ye o hwe no Royal Television fidie so na osomfo Kofi Kumi me na matanse magimagwa na onim se kwasi ada bi adu na magimagwa se ya eye me ne mpanyifo ebi na ye tena sisi nkonwa na dwumadi ye de somwo eye wo fa ya opoku dankwa a o ye executive director edema eku FN Freedom Mind Movement one ne ba Israel Nkrumah a ono so ye national coordinator edema eku FN Freedom Mind Movement mene okasa impanyifo yi abeka mensa wa ha ye sinkonwa adwumadi ye de ba besom den so na ena 26 February 26 January eye bosomi a edikan ewo afe eye 2025 ni mu no ena ye ne da toso aduonu ensia na ya tenase dwumadi no onum dada eye dwumadi a ofa tenase no na oka ho asema o se abibiman ebere aso se bere a yedu no obisa se ebere aso se abibiman ye befa yentom epafura na wiase no oburoni de no atwam na afi before yafa ewiase no abedi yensa na afi yedi wiase no so na no ena ofa agye mmere a kyerɛkyerɛ nsɛmu a na eye last week na wotwe ne ene ofa tenase no ne mpɔmpɔ so a no wadu no ye buroni kwan a buroni fa so a obegye Europe efaaye na ofa biebie de ofa de otenase saa na ense okobama no wurabama no so saa ensem no or the videos na pictures title na kesa history or the wura babia trosem na babia na or the mount left and right na no na last week no ofa edi wura mu no o ma ye hu kwan ye nam so a broni pie wiase no baby omu fia odinama omu de be wura mu wo Western Europe enne omu fa so gi Roman fo nsa ase nyina wo Western Europe enne ama enne omu na Western Europe no enne Europe men kanesa Europe man mu nyina no omafa ene omo no mu di hene last week of am yehu kwan omo fa so a ene Europe nyina ye omo de a ene de Europe a uhu bibini bia na mum kwasi broni enko a Israel esusu ba mu ema obibiebie so ma yehu abrofo omo suban ni nyina no fa hyase da omo suban se barbarians ye kan barbarians a ofama ni daddy se omo ka se barbarians a asekere na kese obi a oye tutuafo ono no nsamone nsenhunu basabasa ye kire se oye niema ensem fata kwam aha eno na ono broni na to eto din se barbarians na no fa Israel enso so ba mu a obekire ya ye call bible mu ma ye hu kirosem a kire se eda adi ma ye hu se onyame oni broni anante na mu ma before ena oni enante ye na esan se omo ye nnome na omo suban ne niema na omo ye nyame achiwade kura ofa Israel eda eno so adi ema ye hu ye we ne niema last week empanyifo yi eda na di na enenso empanyifo atena si minim se ensem no omo atena si na bama no so omo awura ho no ensem no bede omo de besomo afi ansa na ye be toa so no ye beje enkaibo kakra na afi dwumadie no yaba ne abetoa so enkaibo edikan no eye business seminar eye free the mind empanyifo national council edi dwumadie bi agu kwan mu a omo de chin the whole Ghana enti we free the mind ni a chese eye dwumadie kese a omo yama free the mind nyina na nya free the mind ni nko a sempo we free the mind ni a we efie wo de we free the mind ni a wo fie a ye to ye nsafrew se dwumadie sei no fa ho be hyem bi na bra na wonso benya eso echefa na we de ye kumase na ye dui na we no anya business seminar nko a kumase mumwabwa ho eye business seminar and fundraising sada na ye begisika isan se wonim se ene asetremu ade ye nyina mu no eye sika ene ye de bobra sika ena bibibia no obeya sika uni sika ye say anointing without money is annoyance aha uni sika even o kan se mpakora na o nyansa kora wanhwe ya o nyansa no obi di sika bebo atoagu anu nti no sika eye niema bebre aha o nyansa na wonim dia se utimi yire ho di nyansa ne pisika na de title ama bebia obewura bia no pia wadimu anu nti kumase ye ba ye be gisika fundraising baso aha enti ya business seminar stroke fundraising anu nti kumase ane ne potem oboa se nkura aka konongo nyina yetu yensa frɛ obi biara ekɔ bron hafo numu nyina sehwi numu nyina yetu yensa frɛ obi biara sɛ wa utie yen no bomoden na business seminar tu anamona bra ene ye ka business seminar obi a nani bre adwuma nani abre pese o establish ne ho na otumi bobra konkan ye ka business seminar na sɛ wote ase nkwa wonim na de ban ene business seminar obekɔ a esika kese na obetua because obi a business seminar bi a akɔ register koye registration aha we de ye de ma free sebra na wo so beji santete ye sanimdie ibi na wo so timi fa kɔbɔ wadwuma ho bra na wo so ko wanim wa brabom we ye ya ma free the mind ene adɔfo a ɛwɔ kumase ne mpɔtam nyina ɛno nti obi biara momoden na sada no ɛyɛ 1st February ya 1st February me say next week memenda ɛwɔ yanim ya aha memenda ɛwɔ yanim ya no ɛna dwumadie no ɛkɔso ɛwɔ kumase asem school ɛhɔ a ɛna dwumadie ɛbɛkɔso asem school hɔ a ɛhɔ ɛna dwumadie ɛbɛkɔso anopa sharp 10 am pepepepepepepepe na dwumadie ahyase dendendenden na no oba obehu mpanyifo te sɛ ozo Mr Eric chartered accountant pa papa bi na omu gyina hɔ na omu lecture mu with projection projector pa na omu kyerɛkyerɛ mu business seminar kwan ya obefa so do wadwuma usikasa mu bɛhyehyɛ no customer care ni nyina be pie mu hɔ a enya sam ketwa opanyi Israel tatoɔ edi kono mu mpanyifo pagata no mu gyina kyire wade nom enya sam ketwa aha national council members nyina no edi akyire ba bia sada no enye fedi agrokra eno nti kumase monhwem na dwumadie enye krabehwe ope emu nkyeremu bia number obefrɛ no eye 020 531 4000 020 531 4000 we ni number opusu a ensembisa bia ne akwankyere bia wopese wuhu amadwuma de wetimi abepia ase bi no mepacho opusu sa number ya onsa ebetumi aka akwankyere bia anase bibia wo hwehwe sanso na Zion Ladies annual conference say yearly conference no Zion Ladies mame ya santoa sana me frɛ no ma ya santoa ono no empanyifo emema nyina etetigu no owoso ne ho a na wagina pintin brane oyokofo pa enya asem ketwa ono ne oba panyi a free the mind movement mu emakuo ni nyina no ono ye nanu ni a odi anim na ono ne na ne dom ne council ena di sa dwumadi omo ye na fie bia ena fie we nsusu de no edu so na enu nti omo se memfa nkaibo we emmo eman nyina wo free the mind mu na monhwe na adofo a eka ho bia esese dwumadi omo so omo timbe pia ase no monhwe na montom nsa emfa mfre omo esan se omo so omo de no 3 days dwumadi nansa dwumadi ebesa ase on the 6th to on the 8th March on the 6th to on the 8th March esha ase yawada fiada meminda na meminda ne de opemu nankasa Professor Emeritus ofaya opoku dankwa ono no ba be kran no dwumadie ni nyina eno nti enye akuku damfo akese pa enso na ba be pie dwumadie na se opare eno mo wo hobia omo nyina no obepie ehwo a eba habanma ye de sayare pa dia ye wakuku damfo pa ni nyina no ebepie mo dwumadie na se sanso na business seminar yi ebepie mo ho amema no mobenya mo chefa sania mobeye ahyehye munyuma na munyuma no matimi ahyehye ni yie na musika sem ahyehye yie na mutimi dia tai mukunu machi ama mukunu magina brane esanse yesi bema bia no behind every successful man there is a woman, not just a woman but a virtuous woman enubi ena oba free the mind mu a obenya mama Africa di manimi di ono oye virtuous woman esanse niwura ankasa be di ne ho dance say yes oye obamu obosita Pentecost for omoka omo se yebo yesita had so ene yete na ba bi adwumadie ne eba so no Cape Coast Duakro Community Center Cape Coast Duakro Community Center ho ene adwumadie ebeba so ebia na openkyeremu bi pensembisa bi a ane frɛ number we pusisa number we a enkyeremu bia ne nsambisa bi a opɛ no onsabeka 0249 78 2335 0249 78 2335 anase 0249 647748 0249 647748 frɛ number we na enkyeremu ene bibibia ɛwɔ hɔ no wonso wonsa enka ebi free the mind leadership school no ena esase leadership school free the mind leadership school no afi esase we aya free the mind leadership ena ofa ankasa ejina na ntetiya ode mayen no ye cooperate kakra na fi de yasan resume na we de ye de tuomu akosa enti we free the mind ni now ye leadership organizer we ye friend say rep anase we secretary pacho unyi hu emfisa adwumadie mu enti secretaries organizers ena reps nyina no mo hye ne so emayen okuta mpanyidie bia e wo free the mind mu a sa adwumadie oka ho bi babi biara wo e wo Ghana mantamu no oka ho bi untimi enyi hu fi uyi hu fi mu a enye yie enti momode ana be pie mu e wo sa adwumadie ase na sa adwumadie on the 8th February ena sa adwumadie we e be hye ase na Kaokudi Cultural Center 37 hospital na chiho baby a udu basketball for mbom basketball no ehwa enti udu udu 37 na bisa say open cultural center youth cultural center obedu ha free the mind obehu obeba no na ye wo ho ena dwumadie de hyehyehye so maka ne sa wie no pacho midija kakra na fe ma company fo no ho na mada omadi Israel consult onum say okwa odibiba na enene odebadwa manso quantum spectacle na spectacle we ni dwumadi a edi ene se eniwa yare o eniwa hawa spectacle we ebedi wasem edi amount apart from glaucoma de mpacho sa niwa ahweniwa yi entumi en sasa yare no apart from eno no yare bia ye ni wa yare bia no we ebedi wasema ma se bia wo obi akenkan ade na wani so ayetum kusukuku sa na me frɛ no wo obi a o da bia o te laptop anim o hwɛ tablet so o hwɛ phone so dwumadie nyina ɛyɛ sa nneɛma yi a we ɛbɛbɔ wani ho ban afisa de no ho wani wa ɛwɔ how bia we ogi a ɛsan yɛ busua nkyɛn fa isan sɛ we ɛnya ne yɛhwɛ ɛde kenkan ade yɛhyɛ sɛ ɛsɛ wani ne yare enti wo sha du ba bia obehu ɛsɛ wani ne yare wi a na wayi ato hɔ na wo nua bi ɔno so ana wo faase bi ana wo fa bi ana wo soa bi ɔno wo sa yare no na ɔno so afa de ahyɛ bi no ɔno so nya na yare sa we ɛyɛ busua nkyɛn fa onsaka ebetumi asawo asabusua ne nyina yare number obetumi afrɛ na sɛ uhia sa de we bi a ɛyɛ 0244 ɛyɛ 888 910 0244 888 910 opusa number ya onsa ebetimi aka ahwe niwa ibi free the mind books no ebi ewo ha yewo book of Enoch yewo book of Jasher enso so ewo ha ena the origin of the white people eno so ni nyina sa books ni nyina ewo ha bi we ene nwoma horo a ewo ha se wo frɛ sa number me bo ma wo na ni nyina onsa ebetumi aka bi maka ne sa wie na afei yenko empanyifo ne ho na afei yenda omadi na dwumadie no yemfa enhyehyɛ so over pacho me mo akwa
Ejo so kofi
from pacho me ba iya me mo akwa
Ejo so
ojidi se bibia ye boko e do wadi ase
come
ahode ni bibia
very good
e do wadi ase e do wadi ase obe
kofi
oba mo akwa ba bi
Ejo so
ojidi se ahode ni bibia e boko
bibia ye boko
ye da obadi ase last week odi ewura mu e da ye ema ye hu kwan ye nam so a kosikoko obeje eye Roman Empire ansase a na omwo Europe ni nyina obie so e kire yen ma o kire yen nkrofo bi omo pagya omo a na omo ho dendenden a eno nti omo bowura Roma omo bofa wura eye kosikoko so na kosikoko hu wo no ayam hyehyɛ ene ehu no na sese opre wura Europe no eye honom na fe oni Roman fo no de bo ani hwɛ sɛ obetimi atentam wom aginsase na mpa eno no nam so ofa so a odi ni Roman for betinta odi jinsase last week oda we nyina di e kire yen menim sɛ abusua no aye krado isan sɛ omo nim sɛ enne kwasie no edu kwase da se na nondu no mienu bose ya premoto a enye fediagro ewo sa fidie we so omo aye krado eno nti no meda dwumadi no nyina de ama na fe papa
yo kofi medase
me so medase
ye di kan ye becha ahwefo nyina
ahwefo eje so
na me wo message from konkasie aseda message
okay
me dey ma Zion Ladies Leadership.
Oh, okay. Hey.
And I'm back as a debut to Masum. And into the back class.
Oh, okay. And I mean, class. Okay.
Niso.
Okay.
Nije.
Okay.
And Team Africa only other members of the leadership. No. Asida.
Okay.
Medasi ne. Adasi ochina. Adasi ochinechi adasi afebo
I guess papa okay I see
maka ni say wie no ko fi uba kai a last week me can say ya di abofuro de ni ba bisi na be before so dem so akwantu bi by migration bi by ya ka abofuro de from ancient times Avi Omaba bedru modern Europeans. Sounds na before ani e West Africa. In fact, you can ham near money na you generalize it baby before war under ham.
Okay.
Na say for. But no specifically no. Ye baba be kan about West Africans.
Okay.
West Africans hwanum.
Okay.
And abahodum.
Okay.
Now, before Bible, no near kind. Luke 23, verses 27 to 31.
Okay.
Luke 23, verses 27 to 31.
Over Luke 23. Okay, verse 27
to 31.
Okay. Luke chapter 23, verse 27 to 31. Okay, here we go. I'll say, and there followed him a great company of people and of women, which also bewailed and lamented him, But Jesus turning unto them said, Daughters of Jerusalem, weep not for me, but weep for yourselves and for your children. For behold, the days are coming, in the which they shall say, Blessed are the barren, and the wombs that never bare, and the paps which never gave suck. Then shall they begin to say to the mountains, Fall on us, and to the hills, cover us. 31. For if they do these things in a green tree, what shall be done in the dry? 31 now. Okay. And then
Yeshua ministry no starting ya no kasano. We emra Pharisees, Sadducees, scribes in a Passover plot. Ede charge born say oka busisem na nensama oka no etia establishment. Nti mfani nko yenko try no na yema judgment. Nti na process na start. Ebizo no ba ye no we bisa say dey na oye. Oba no wase ni mission ni say oba Emma the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Erone ni mission. Nti oba no obehu ni nkofo no. Abe hu omo so omo ye Israel fo, so omo ye Romans so omo ye Greeks so. Woma to heritage ni nyina to atwere. Ena yenhu how to identify them. Na no ni adwuma o de bae. Sounds on up Pharisees, Sadducees, scribes. Roman for na yi wo almost say. Mo so mo fa maso money ento na mo make sure say enokura de nokura nso de Israel ma mo munya bida. Ento owura nso ba ya o start say oka ensem prophecy ensem ena Mose mrei wasa amano new life no oka chen kofu se ne be candle wo mu be nyane wo mu o motinye hu se say wo ade kase we wo hoda eyi ene afi so am ehu chiri enti no oye sa no na che se Pharisee we o matiko apai se o pese adwuma boy ana o pese ye nlusu ana ene ye do beko enti na we no de o kenka ene ne ba bia ye de free panyin we ho ne de no ko panyin we ho enti aho no na ma yusu hunu ya abo mu za branti na de be pa no aya afi ye do so ni se enti aho na o radio obi ba o mu satis o musu na onya akukuduru o kan se o ba musu mame me de mba se me ba be ye de o so mame na dwuma na no kura mbonu akatwa ade mami na mo onkai hunu se ana mo imagine se emre bi beba se mo ankasa mo sori tia Roma ade efe be mutai ebe che mindie enza mo osun bi a mo ntwen na sa amre no du a mo masu ete se ono mo wie no ye mfato ho eduamono kra atmeshi etimigu na di edua ewu dada me ameba ya adwuma keke na mbe ma nsore ntia authority ede mi kwa ko wiwi ene mukura na ebinumu crucify him say ene modeye mi na se mo mu kote atuan so mo ni Rome kote ntama ade na ede chebu Roman soldiers ne beba be yibutubu na mo ma ene be huna mane nti mu wosun bi a onfa ma o sada ni dua aso wo kan ye bam 66 AD ena Israel for tietua ewo Rome so nti AD 70 ena Roman soldiers they no no General Titus one Babylon siege as one Babylon yire Jerusalem entrance no sabe we ka say na Passover so draw all male sons of Israel on by Jerusalem. And nipa by Jerusalem and must say be and one by tutu baby ah. Nipa nko nipa ma. Siege no last day 4 months 3 weeks 4 days from 14th April to 8th September 70 AD. Nti waahwe yare ahodo e bae enipa ewu sem bae eni ne keka ho eni ya oje hu ba bia enyi enti no enumu ansana tatos no mu ba wura Jerusalem omko omdi eja ekotu city na ho bo she temple no so kan okay sai ne manyina enti na che sai Israel for akamu no so na se mu so mpe ba bi fa enti sabe na aka hwanum Judah any Benjamin so obeka ya so mo wu achi no Israel mu be chemienu 10 tribes to the north and a car Benjamin ni Judah wo na ne wo Jerusalem enti butu nso ba na so wo nso etu fa ele to se ja wo mu fi ho enti wo mu fi ho do for 1500 years wo mu so ne nam sa wo mu bewura Africa main continent let's just say wo mu nam ho enti ya na binu ka say West Africa for free Egypt if we be be pie ho it's now 1500 years there na che say enya dia ye tu ye ko no say ye kwa se ye ko dabi enti me masa na mo be ba say ye duru ha kakra ni atoa so ho ye first picture na me fa enka asem
yo answer the be your first picture no ye be sere say mo WhatsApp messages no mo fambra number na mo de be ba no enegu so no na e pamcho mo nko yen platform no social media platform no eye YouTube and Facebook o hwehwe Wake Up Africa GH onsa ebeka na mo subscribe informa ye hu hia pa okọ na wo hwa subscribe aha na o de oba doma no so kinkren na chese wa hyase na wo hwe se ne be ya time bia ye be jai video na bibia tum wo ho no na chese wo no wanya notification no na dada no akoso etimi ahwe programming your first picture na ye hwe na abodi eda so no the migration of the African Hebrew Israelites ipacho munja sa picture no enfanto so informa ye
na map mienu Africa map
okay
map na we left no
okay
eno na roots na o mo fa ya o do be pie bebia arus no West Africa
okay
enti no na chese first time that wuti a babu bufo wo kan babu a wudum so o do me separate no o mu tufum efiri honum e bai ewie no o me pie fi West Africa
okay
nice wo de se wo ho a e bia na o ye David Asini e bia na o ye enso wini munti no where you are being free ho
na che se ofa 12 tribe no be migrated the bar do no migrated the bar West Africa
Judah ni Benjamin na na ka ho
okay
enti titles no mbe ye butu no that's why mo so free ho and wo mo ba into mainland Africa
okay
and wo mba be settle ye na dia e dewu eni say West Africa baby on by so na bako so mi ehun say 3 very significant empires
okay
free hold Ghana, Mali and Songhai empires
okay yeah
the Ghana empire no omo mufi Israel sa time no omo ne babe die empire na no
okay
nti omo ba ya mbe bia no na che say womo aba establish kingship no
okay
and in the eke na aba kind book way from
Babylon to Timbuktu. Oh, okay.
Oh, Baba kind.
Okay. Original book in Anka said.
Oh,
okay. Okay.
Oh, Baba kind 1991 page.
Okay.
Okay.
Yo. Where book are you cram me here from Babylon to Timbuktu? Me say feed the mind for the book you ba omunim. Your kind page 91. 90 to 91 pages no na I say, by what factors can we explain the emergence of black Hebrew hegemony and leadership over the indigenous tribes? The answer is simple. The Jews came into the Western Sudan from northern and eastern Africa as a result of a chain of commercial and persecutory migrations. The Jews had settled among the most civilized people throughout the ages. They adopted new methods from other people and left their material, educational, and moral imprint among the people with whom they resided. For many centuries, the Hebrews had to employ great physical and psychological initiatives. They could not afford to be complacent or apathetic. They were hated. So apathy could mean cultural stagnation or death. The Jews imported into the western part of Africa a superior material, educational, and moral culture soon after 300 AD. And this cultural advancement was not duplicated or exceeded until the ascendancy of the Muhammadan leader Mansa Kankan Musa of Mali in 1312 AD. In the 3rd and 4th century AD, the Africans on the west coast did not possess the cultural superiority of the Africans on the north and east coast. The black Jews had an advantage over the African tribes. They carried their culture, history, laws, and written records with them. This assured them a constant precedent for the development of a higher social organization. Because of the stability of the black Jewish culture, the Jews were not absorbed into the autochthonous population. In fact, the Jews absorbed some of the native tribes. The Jews made use of every opportunity. They were an industrious and skillful people. In the Jewish Ghanaian states were found kings, princes, governors, generals, secretaries, treasurers, revenue, agents, judges, architects, engineers, doctors, historians, language interpreters, mathematicians, jewelers, sculptors, masons, carpenters, painters of art, goldsmiths, leather workers, porters, armorers, saddlers, blacksmiths, agriculturists, etc. The black Hebrew king of Ghana had two titles: Kayamaga, Master of Gold, and Ghana, War Chief. Professor Godbey says that 22 Hebrew kings reigned in Ghana before the Hegira in 622 AD, and 44 had reigned by 790 AD. Davidson makes mention of the Tariq el-Fatek, History of the Researcher, which says that Kumbi had been the capital of the vast country of the Kayamaga, while the Tariq el-Sudan states that Kayamaga had been the name of the first king of this country. It is apparent that all the kings of Ghana were called by the title Kayamaga. And concerning Kumbi, the ancient capital of Ghana, it was located in the southern part of the present country of Mali. During the Middle Ages, the name Ghana was not used to designate the country. The name of this country was Orca, and Ghana was just the title of its kings. Having recognizance of this fact indicates the greatness and splendor of those kings, because After the decline of the Tsar dynasty, men began to call this country after the title of its kings, which is Ghana, and I shall do the same.
Kofi me da se.
Okay.
Waka ni nyina. Enti me samo apono. Romans ya be ye butubutu o Jerusalem. Ama ye nananom, ye papanom, ye wofanom, ye nuamanum, ye aunties omutu fum. For 1,500 years and omo ye wondrous. Ebiba Central Africa, ebi ko East Africa. Na dodoɔ no
majority no.
Ba West Africa. Every first video.
Okay.
Video na just some seconds.
The video no yehwe no AD 70. Sa video na crowd a munja fangu mayen. AD 70.
The African Israelites' claim to the right of return is that as a tribe of Judah, they fled ancient Israel into Africa after the Roman conquest of Jerusalem in 70 AD and reached as far as West Africa.
You find tribes who trace their descendants to this part of the world and to this land in particular. And so those of us who are on the west coast of Africa were taken into the Americas during the Great Slave.
The African Israelites' claim to the right of return is that as a tribe of Judah, they fled ancient Israel into Africa after the Roman conquest.
Wake Up Africa. Royal Television. So now video I share ye a dance here say Jerusalem and Crofona ne wo ho no. Ebri bi du ye AD 70 bibi putuputu bi wura ho. Roman for empire no bowura ho de butubutu bi efa omsoma omantimi antena wontia no ntiema omusane eba West Africa eno any video ayekwohwe no ofa that
na the second video no so ka about Ghana empire na de okenkan ye no
okay
na ye bon to fa ye be kan say on be pay West Africa no na old Ghana empire na indigenous no ho there but hom de be boa no create ye Emma Yehu say, Ampa. I am for PF baby. Because Israel won't pay by no. Do no, and I'm saying Judah and Tino. Judah, I see for Nene a dorsal.
Okay.
Royalty, a kingship.
No woman.
And until on buy meeting me be the Ghana Empire, buy the high educational system, technology, ni nema ni kura wo mu the hono from the buyer of the best starting Ghana Empire.
Okay.
Give me a second video.
Second video na bodi da so no the Ghana Empire. Mo fa sa video no engu mai.
The Kingdom of Ghana, West Africa's trade hub. Ghana, situated in what is now southeastern Mauritania and western Mali, was one of the earliest empires in West Africa. The kingdom was at the crossroads of key trans-Saharan trade routes and controlled the flow of gold and salt, making it a prominent economic and political center. Ghana's origins can be traced back to around the 6th century CE. Its rulers, known as the Ghanas, facilitated trade by protecting the routes and levying taxes on passing caravans. This revenue allowed Ghana to build a strong military and establish a sophisticated system of government. The city of Kumbi Saleh, the capital of Ghana, was a bustling urban center. It featured 2 separate districts, one for Muslim traders and one for the king and his court. The kingdom's economic prosperity and relative stability attracted merchants and travelers from various regions. The decline of the Ghana Empire can be attributed to various factors, including internal conflicts, external invasions, and shifts in trade routes. In the 11th century, the Almoravid Berbers, a North African Islamic dynasty, invaded Ghana and disrupted its power. The empire eventually fragmented into smaller states and ceased to exist as a unified entity.
Usia sabri ugusa wo share jumedi ya tuni din Wake Up Africa na onim say ha ne de ya history mu history o ye fe no history mu obutantim ha ye bow history ni ma unya history no abakosem no papa ne pa ti we ye kwan a eye West Africa for before ye be pie West Africa yi baby o mo fofa ye ne niema ne kukura mo no niema o mo de ye be establish Mali empire no be wura mu saad ni namu ne niema ne kukura mo mo de yes di djuma fi ho asane ya o mo de baaye eno na history no of a video wafa ba o de kirewo ama nei anu nti na obehu ba West Africa kuayo no o mo ye pabini wo mu pa over pacho medasi
so Kofi medasi nti se na video no kan no Amoravits and Islamic militant group at that time the big empire no, and it was empire no, fierce, giving rise to the Mali Empire. In the Bassa no nature say migration no southwards. No name NNA your present locations in West Africa combined. Now, one more now we are perceived to be accounts, you know. They came down southwards. One more aka Evers dance, you know. One more could pay fee the NFL in Nigeria.
Okay.
And one few one more to us by that Evers, you know, any guns, you know. They came with the priesthood heritage.
Okay.
Enti ena uka oba ga history mo a bulomo onu fridi animu a odi kan pa. They belong to the priesthood. And those perceived to be accounts, you know, belong to royalty, kingship. And so all Ghana say no a otumi wo say account areas, you know. No map hold chieftaincy, no.
Achim, Asante, Fante.
You name them. No equa kingship, and priesthood, you know, the Evers and the Gans. Now, Evers no bano mudu, will be a friend of Noachi. And I heard more hine, and a friend I go call. Or no, this stamping block BBC. Or Titi or Pa. Ne woman, a ja. I don't be by ya after Munya. It is one where in the Volta region, present day Volta region, all the festivals, you know, are connected to their migration.
Okay.
Now the woman can say, oh, you free no che urban. There be free baby now be free no che. Free baby now be free. In fact, I'm now me National Commission on Culture. I organize seminars.
Okay.
Me report, me personal copy.
I see.
About bridging the bridges. Send a bit me who say yina nipa back any buy. Now migration nature be piano. Any starting say a identity. And the send our can Asante Bemu, Kwewu Bemu, Achim Bemu. Sefi Bemu, Fanti Bemu. All these are kind of personal identity. Into the nature say, Yachia as to who we are, that we feeling there, Yam found it Bibia. Into the say, most West African ethnic groups are. That's why to say, as you identity. Because if we look at the bed, we're saying no my also there some any band you be betting me. I can say, oh, me Fantini and so ye Christoni. The Fantini there or the chair biological link. As you say, no, of so who say, or ye Christoni. Anything dealing with the culture of Fantino, let me come home. This is for the new identity. And so, okay. Bible history, any anthropology, I'm here who say, ethnic groups in West Africa, namely the Akans, the Gans, the Evers, the Igbos, the Yorubas, the Wolofs, the Fulanis, and one more cake and Hunino. Your Hebrew culture can see pa identify. And you may be a ha, ye, and you have been a child. But then you are near Kai, if you do an ananum, and one they become once a month. Your father, I am born within. Yes. Nanan means nothing can be any. No one who said me can free her. But what I won't buy late, still I don't buy a catch rail. But over so Johnny free. Now you be before for. If you say NGOs be a pay. I almost say that you're free by Namdika. School for a Maya no Moko school no. It drew almost menstrual period near year. Very any near 90 1 month me. And then I see you free no be free near co near bar. So you my main control. We call Leviticus. Na yankin okay. Inti mo ahwe for menstruation oba dey say oba ko saati bia ni mu a you separating 7 days. And many of our cultures they do it. Many of them. At the end of the betwa mu na me ni jani nyina makwaku. Okay. Enche kwa ma no besi. Okay. Na yahwe. Okay. Inti sa cultures na ya identify no. Amba be me hu say say ni pasron kubi. It is you go through crisis via now solutions are near cover wrong diagnosis. Yeah, the man who say ni say oba dia ajapa dia de ma ye nyina hwe agudie bebeba Ghana ha for example we be hu ye asase ase de wo ho asase ani de wo ho ene ne ka ho ene ni nyina free ensa akodi baby. The son of God, the press here, Yana. The difference are also what they friend economic crisis. We need economic crisis. What how the yen what? Nayan then you back here how, sir? Echina, echi, okay. And you back say how. For the you say Abba. Okay. Then I know your pictures be a ebeda and you may be so. Ah, you know, your baby who near who say, and you say, honey, and I knew your next picture. Okay, your next picture, no, Abudi Adasone. Similarities in the dress codes of biblical Moses and Ghana's Osajefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Sabicha no I can't bachamunya to some for the atoso. Okay. And there was similarities in the dress codes of biblical Moses holding the 10 commandments on a tabloid and Ghana's Osajefo Dr. Kwame. Moses in the war. Okay, right. Right, no. Kwame Nkrumah left so. We share picture now. I want so ne so sa no. And doctor so na wo what pija ne so we nim ho sa no. The same dressing now over. The same dressing now. Cuz I dey here there the next picture. The next picture no the priesthood garments of the biblical Israelites. Sa picture na ekra da mu janto so fa maye. And also priesthood garments no of the biblical Israelites. Now said American say guns wulo meno ono so dress code nti Israel dey na wo esoro no and a priesthood you know so wulo for dey gan for dey na was here. The high priest Wolomo of the Ghana people of Ghana is dressed in his priesthood garment which is similar to that of the biblical Israelites. Next picture no King Solomon sitting on the throne. 2 Chronicles 9:18. We heard him. Now me Baba Casa, we be kind. Me pacho mat. And the King Solomon, and the picture all left no. Or tip through so na description no. Me born the top answer no be kind no. Throne no, two sides no ye. Jata image, that's the tribe of Judah. And on the wall left and right akunya na oteso no. And footstool and nesiso. And how about picture now all right no otumfo osei tutu asante hini won so ye majestically seated on the throne na how won so ni footstool no and the nine sisi no na ko menhia palace Solomon de na ejata mienu no e ka na konwa no ho otumfo de ne nkan no mbom ukodu menhia palace at the gate obenya the statue of
jata mienu
oh
no
wom ne bishia na nya honko a ena no ko ahimfia kese baby amanhene ne wono at the entrance of their palaces ni nyina no ubehunu se jata ne wo ho enya simbo ena enye adoa jata the sign of the tribe of Judah. American Chronicles.
Okay, Chronicles chapter 9 verse 18. And there were 6 steps to the throne, with a footstool of gold, which were fastened to the throne, and stays on each side of the sitting place, and 2 lions standing by the stays. Of Ampacho Mewi.
Enti lions menuno attached to the throne or not so. About 2 for more or no throne. But we call entrance one more of the palace now. Ubehunjata. Ukomenja who be brave. Now I saw one picture no. To the left no is at the ABC ho.
Sabe pepe ofra.
Sa na oba 2 for on so to the right no at the ABC ho. Ade na sisi won so eyepe. Ene de enhwehwemu ye pay.
Okay.
Ntimi nka say we and I say you. Next picture.
Okay. Next picture no carrying the ark of God. Carrying the ark of God. Sa picture na ikada mpacho munja enfanto so maye.
Yet here no say na Israel can be no ark of covenant no na e say eno na obo ade mransem ni nyina obomu na protected by the outstretched arms of 2 cherubims. Omo na wo esro nti omo na ema emrano protection. Na time bia wo akwabrane a eso wo mu. Ba ko ni say mra no omo ko akwa take over Jericho. Omo swai. Ema enunti ekoye say at any given time no say won ka omo mo so anu ho na say fiato kwa na do nsakosumu bibi asembo ko nti sanso na ebai if Israel no ebe pie ha no ehunsa nana ono ne oman ni
authority no
political as well as religious head engineers here so na pakem nti so na pakem na protection na we no ya outstretched arms of the cherubims no ye de ne be swords from 2 ends near the ma nana protection. Nti no ni picture na wo ase no say in Ghana the chief is traditionally regarded as both the political and religious head of his people. He is therefore carried in a palanquin protected by golden swords from both ends. Next picture.
Okay. Next picture no 7 priests leading the ark of God blowing their horns. Pachosa picture na crowd amunja enfa into somaye. And that they are 5.
And you call Jericho. The say the sea will hold mon Joshua time.
Yeah.
Almost say 7 horn blowers and a dead ark name. Ombeko war no 7 times and the next story no maybe I be coming. Yeah. Na final day no wo no bugu no mko yesu e ba na ehun se na na so na pakem wo no ye eti wo no ye bibia de a e na wo so ba there was 7 horn blowers e di anim e na ohun
e na ye wo ho no
wo nyina ye the Hebrewisms no a abeka ya mamre wo enso ye hu edifasu a ye
sense ya yiranti no
yemu
afa yura e wo chiro ni mo na eno an ye ho adwuma no
okay
ya afa ya na de wo bie yani enti wo ma ye hu. Okay, the next picture no breastplate and headdress, Leviticus 8:8 and Exodus chapter 20:8-50. Munja sa okay munja sa picture na to somaye
na priesthood no enema mienu obo headgear. And the breastplate is divided into 12 parts. Yaba and ananso obo headgear. And obeshe breastplate so. Senia near yewo Israel no pepepe. And this what be can be.
Okay, Leviticus chapter 8 verse 8 I say and he put the breastplate upon him. Also he put in the breastplate the Urim and the Thummim. Okay. Oko your friend is saying Exodus now, and also a horn so I say Exodus chapter 28 verse 15 no. I say, and thou shalt make the breastplate of judgment with cunning work. After the work of the ephod, thou shalt make it of gold, of blue, and of purple, and of scarlet, and of fine twined linen. Shall thou make it? Pacho of Amarie.
Into a picture no. Hebrew Israelite priesthood outfit include a 12-part breastplate and headdress with a peak in the front which bears a gold plate with inscription on it. Likewise, a 12-part breastplate and a headdress with a gold disc is in front are worn by the Ghanaian traditional ruler.
Hey,
next picture
no the hem of the priest's garment. Exodus chapter 28 33 to 35. Hey, abusiafo sa ye wa de sa na ye na your Bible ni mo ene ofa bieso amaye ho ofa mbache sa picture no ene edaso enti Leviticus
say ye Hebrew priest no a ne robe no se na se no bells ena bibi ti se asratoa ene anwini senia owura holy of holies one one ebetimi awoso na ye dede na ama ya hunu se waba oba ade ani sanso na the stool traditional stool no brass bells ewo ho senia ho second picture no the hold no wo musu nkonwa no part of the accessories ne ye bells a wo musu ewua nkonwa den mu a ye be wo so ama sunsun kura ye nyane no
sorry
yetimi enyane no
okay
nya ye di akọ
okay
next picture
nti ofa eno me ye nkan wo ho
ye
njai okay next picture no the altar part from being used for burnt offerings in the biblical times also served as a place of asylum for people seeking justice by taking hold of its horns. Chapter no mfanto so mama
ampa na obekan first Kings 1:50-51.
Okay.
Na o hwehwe no ma menchechire mu se altar ni in biblical times altar we suna na omo burnt offering na yenim the burnt offering na ye de ama obo ade enye no ho asem ne ba beka na altar no wo 4 horns at the corners na say obi efum authority na ye penachi no anasa wakoka setia ohene na ye hia no wotumi bowura bebia altar no wo koso horns no ba kokura mu a ese etie no ne ma no justice enti na ebetumi aka se wakoso mu dia ene yenkotie na no asem di ntia o ye dia we no enti kan ma first Kings ansan matwa so
from matwa 50-50 first Kings chapter 1 50-51 okay and Adonijah feared because of Solomon and arose and went and caught hold on the horns of the altar. 51 no. Okay. And it was told Solomon, saying, behold, Adonijah feared King Solomon, for lo, he hath caught hold on the horns of the altar, saying, let King Solomon swear unto me today that he will not slay his servant with the sword. Of Ambacho.
In this sanity, Adonijah of Solomon. The ones are there near Dino, and what Dimricana altar age me. Okoyano Kosum, they say, Wakukra horns and Obakumu, HSA will seek asylum. I say, Tien and Moss and the Okoye, the way, na wo dwane no sans na buy the next picture.
Okay, the next picture no likewise the chief stool can be invoked for a similar purpose in the Ghanaian traditional society because it is the substitute for an altar. Okay.
Yeah, buy no for a burnt offering and I'm say akonwa no na ye of wood nti na enye burnt offering na there ni say aboa na ede no bo afore no ye de ni moja ne ne sade e na be srasra akonwa no eno ne ko fa akonwa tuntum no ba ye.
Okay,
enti ye asa no na che say anytime bia no a ye be ye instead of burnt offering no ya de ne ne enshi because so share wa share akonwa no
yeah
enti na eno no but now say na ye substitute for the altar no na no so carry asylum and so bi didi o hina tam ne ba mo che he me kale na akonwa mo che so mu esi etie ye man hearing edi ne kwa himfi no kan because akonwa no eni abonte no akoso ehedem and Jesus on your team o kama mu nyina mo tibi say wakana na akonwa and ne says wakadia esi ekoni ekoti di ntia oye di oye eni ma bebre kan ho na mija ni nyina makwaku edema no bisi sania ya badwundwune ho ni ehun se ye niema bi ba ye ntimi hu the connection edema no asi
over we de wa kese na de history no of the yewum a kire yen se yen any Israelite for no na ampa niema bebire a ye ya brabo na ye bo no dada brabo niema ye dada de ya ye we fiefie mu ne ye mpanyifo ade ye no sa na wo chiro ni mo enso adabre ye den ye hu hwe da bia ye kenkan chiro no so ye ni enti ne yese uhun so wani afra ya yie ansa na ye bekọ no ye pamchewa abusuafo monhwe na mon subscribe to yen channel no enfama yen wake up Africa GH wake up Africa GH YouTube Facebook okoha ohwe wake up Africa GH aha onya wura hope adoma no adon saboso kunkran o de onya don saboso abon se adna ye kunkran na ke se kire se wa subscribe nti no bibia nya ye fene se ye nya de bibi fufuro bi video fufuro bi nya tompe etoma no na ke se wanya alert no na watimi ahwe bi sabri no ye betwa ye ho aba ye ba ye wo ho no ye de be etoa so
Osiboni wa matia sai Okroto wa matia sai Amuna oba ye krum se oba betray ya mesu Eche no to nipa eche no di asase akwanu me akwanu mana ya sanyo 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 okromoto wa matia.
One business general Abatown Eyeniko multimedia so pay video editing, photo shoot, photo editing, documentary, business advert, music video, funeral program, birthday parties, onya uni haukra. Esan say Niko multimedia ebeye ni nyina. Na so yenwie yo so we wedding papa bi Niko multimedia si en ha ho kra o me cover ni nyina ma. So we sorry anaso say uye edwumakuo bi a opesa u streaming live u program aye social media handles na aye Twitter, Facebook and the keka ho na Niko multimedia si woni how esan so mo ye ni nyina live abra program na ekoso Niko multimedia si omotonton gadget aye media gadget papa ebini aye audio and video equipment, cameras, speakers, microphones, mixers ni nyina Niko multimedia aye ho adwuma Niko multimedia ewo Koforidia eho ana motare betimi afre Niko multimedia ewo 0244 549107 aye Niko multimedia the media general ewo town. Thank you.
Osiboni wa matia sai okroto wa matia sai
Sabi wani bisa wo share Jumadi a yatuni din say Wake Up Africa Royal Television so aha na say Jumadi kase we ubenya no isan say wonim say Royal Television there enye fidie keto akra hanti omo de eba amamre ne amane edwumadie sei a omo kura mu twe eno nti enenne yete sa fidie kase so a ofopoku dankwa enne wa biebie nsamudi wa wura turo ni mu a wama wa hu yeka Israelfo a nipa na omo ye ode ukọ abakosemu ena obie so ma hu se Israelfo BBC ena manti epam wo ma omo fi Israel asase ne so na omo di wura mu wo West Africa didi mu amenne present day Ghana Nigeria wura mu wo ho a ebi wo ho na Ghana de ye dos papa na fe Ghana abusuan hodo ye fe ne sen languages kasa hodo no omamamra ne omade no ofede ye wura mu na ode trosem wo yo de trosem na to nchen ena ode amamra de ye no so ato nchen ena fe o se wa hwe na fe wa compete na fe na compare se eye wa brabo ana se we enye wa brabo na we minim se atikoko so ma atikoko so ma eye asanteman ewura ne ma eye kumaseman asanteman ema na ehwe fidie yi ene nyina no so mo de Hebrew abiye ene toto asante ade ye ho a nyake se ensusuye bia enu edamu pepepepepepe eno na ene ofase obie wani wo ho na wo se saa atro no eye wankasa una wuwo mu no ode ye wuram ama ye ho na yeba asantemam yeba asantemam business seminar kesia freedom mind ahihya baso na yede fundraising title inti dano enya sam ketwa kra business seminar na yede bedi kan mpanyifo ede projector na projection na omo bo adwuma no na omo bie wani sene adwuma obehye wadwuma osika sam obetoto no obesifa page wadwuma to the next level ama wonso wanya financial freedom wonso wade ho wonye obi adwuma na wonso watimi ahye wadwuma agina wona so na wabobra ne bi eno eya freedom mind mpanyifo masudie pa eno nti eno wahye adwuma die na sada no na ye wie no na kese fundraising kese pa ye de title esanse ye hia sika e de abo ye fe ne sen freedom mind ho bra e Kumase ese Kumase freedom mind ese kọ nanim ese se dwumadia kese wo ho ese omutimi ye enu nti no ye pesika na Kumase freedom mind etimi apagya ne ntuma pafura na wa ye niema ama ochina bi nso so no ye bo Kumase din a ne ye hu se yes Kumase e wo hobi enu nti eye 1st February ya no hia yen e wo asem school mu ho asem school mu 10 o'clock pepe na dwumadie we na ahyase na emia ho ohia nkyeremu bia opusu sa ahoma ya nkyeremu bia ho bia no onsa ebeka 0205 31 4000 0205 31 4000 pusu sa ahoma we na emia ohia bia no yemfa mawo ma me ko Israel ho me pa cho ye beba abe kenkan mo messages ni kakra Israel
komi
me wa kwa babiom
so
mujiri sa ho den bibia ye boko bibia ye kama sabri de abusua na ye ready enti yaja bibia ma o
chia
ahwefo eje wo so pa
na fundraising no
yeah
na amanfo ntia sei
okay
efidi to sei
yeah etuaka sabe pepe
the chef na sama the CEO of Royal TV
yeah
I can say obi e mo Royal TV bia no wato price no mo
sa
koso entumi nkasa bia ya mabiem
ya bida
enti no ya ba mo ho awa de sre
sa
tena ebe Kumase no
sa
tena be ya lokoswa
atimi atena fidie yi so amamo na nsam akasie sei no yatimi ezan so ofa de ya ma ne 100 years kra nsam we obetimi de amayen ni nyina ne se tem bia yebetimi abetena fidie yi so na owo na ho odin sa pepepe
enti no amanfo ntiase
yeah ehu hia pa
na yetumi atro koswa na Royal TV
sa
na yede nsama ehu ede abram enti no se ya ba obu won mo a omada omabida so owo mo bi am so de boayen ka hadum
abeboa yen o de ontimi makra na Kumase mpanyifo yete yensa frɛ mu nyina o de fasuma na yensa kanko ade a yede ne wo bi ase da bi wo bi an betena fidie so e de amawo
station ni dia
sa
ye to time no
sa
e die program
sa
no it's so be our baby I say oh by be fundraising
yeah
me baby
boa ho pa eba sa
sana be able to me atna TV so akwa chiri
ta
bebre etina ya kan say ba be fundraising e dia boa
thank you
kumi ya ko asama of e kan no obi won mu a na oyo hene ko program yi ayi fe be no ana he program
yeah
good na ya yusu otumfo na di demonstration ko se edin a eson na ye bo
sa
on the kase pa all the whole Africa nti edin eson no na ye bo na ne ma so de ye ne ho no na cancer ne so no de no eye pe this yan kan okro mu hene a men dwarai
sa is answer hin na ni di so
before yentumi ni ye ho ni de bia no apostle Yosafo apona ye ka so
yeah
oka say we bibini a ji wo hu di na be proud
say bibi wo mu
yeah na asama broni aka o school e da cha chere no nya na ye no kore
sa pepe
asama educationist o maka say broni say nyina na ye no kore enti no ye dane ni padwene akọ ofa kasa no or the Bible or the history or the kasaya broni ka chere say ye fra obi Jesus Christ or ye broni ko o ye ngopon ba ema sa edin we say no abedi hene e wa Africa kasia pa
no kre
eso no sa Christianity no if Rome and a bio sa be no Rome for no musum before
sa
black man mutie mi ye baby ana me say asada enka alkorai o ti menche asole amu heme no asole afa say Christianity no asamu a abofo ba makate ne say a white man efre soro e no baaye oba anwo no nti wo sam bebiem abebu atan obi ha me bia ne say eye ne kore eye tro hwade ya sa Roma for na omda sam efe baaye no some time ago na musum bebini me kan
no what you tumra na wa kire sie minimum
nti so ye bibini
on kan keke
asa o hwe me asa obu hu se abomfia
dia bi humre
nan kan men
fata
na me ya dwe bi enenne yeso da romenti
moja bi a akasa wa se nua so a
sa broni na o de sasa no bla wo no na osum bibini we see osum bibini black man
ayi bi a o kan
me can be
over
as what's for no I'm fan check
over you guys say Christ for all this for us abi na mo say na say a this anje te ma mo no o say osremu pa e mo block one so mo fa mo hwe oba de anim na mo fa che abi no nim
so that yeah Paul when you mistake to tama on kanta ye
yeah hello who say
Damascus yeah can we agree
area still is that Damascus area still for we can go to area still
we can Bible look at
there oh also you did wrong oh you're champion
this is for the Bible to our office and not tell me so me go to also kinka Kinka na mano go for. No, you would be there or try to draw a book me. You know, kinka. Say Sabi.
The boy am my liquid baby. I am my Jimmy Fo.
Dan ko ha Robert. Enti no. And no, na among from here no. Mo hu say abrofo omo higher papa. At the age of something no abrofo no almost sum bibini. Omo ka say yan sum bruni for Jesus Christ. Roman fo any Greek fo. That there.
Okay. Okay. You can kind. I say Imhotep was an ancient Egyptian.
Egyptian Penophonia.
Yeah.
Now, Otumia ma ebidro of Anopa.
Intimino cry.
Until our church Roman for and Greek for a year drew, it is a layer.
And so now, Brofuna just said, I want to win.
Yes. Into no, I don't know. Not Roman for you now, almost some thing I mean.
Okay. Imhotep was an ancient Egyptian who lived about 2300 BC. Record shows that both Greece and Rome had their knowledge of medicine from him.
What? And that Obi Bidra, I don't
Offery Ampao. Offery or the Tekra.
Opare, tear me.
Only Kobi.
Yes.
Send your Oma Bin, some from Bina Bina of Omudi Seno. Mumfampi.
Bruni, I tell my gonna say, you Bidra, who kid in the best say.
Natural medicine.
I don't know, tear me,
sir.
Into Oho, Nana, Abrafo, Omoji, a drew.
Efi. I say, record shows that both Greece and Rome had their knowledge of medicine from him. He was worshipped.
He was worshipped
in Rome.
In Rome
as the Prince of Peace in the form of a black man. Mate.
What? Bibini
tumpa.
Na Roman for
asomo sir.
So wo heme no
because ona na a dro ya ona mom hu nyansa.
Yes.
Wan kire wa wontimi hu na waye bi.
Yes.
Bibini pa tum.
Adentra e san say bibini ekuta tumi.
Sir, ona ye de a che no, ona ye de sa nema na ma no.
Na hwade e ma amanfo hu no say obi ye bibini a tena ofeka no owotumi natural tena ko pon de man no
sa no kropa
na broni ni nyansa nti no ohun se tumi obini ho tumi ne broni ho tumi eni broni nsem bibini eni yanko pon ayese bodua eni konfo
sa untimi hu konfo a hu bodua da na ga so onye konfo papa
eni nti no oboba Africa no Oba kire African for say abofo say mama nkire African for nyame
omunim nyame dada
omunim nyame ko pono dada temiye ba enye Christianity o enye Christianity
dabi
enye Christianity
dabi
mutse ba tamana asole ba no sena African for ni nim nyame ko pono dada yanso afọ yaka ene otufo King Solomon Asanteman
ani Israel ahinie ehwa de ye nyina Israel ehwa anema de ye nyina no eno ana na asanteman ye eno ana na otumfo ayi
hwa onyakase
akonyakase
oba nyina duane
dabi ontimi nkonkora ontimi mmeho
dabi enso hemi o oba bo nsa erab utwe wawu sika bi nka nsem sika onibi ohwa efin ko babu nsa de tie bia no na Africa na ya wonya kopon kasema bro ni ka che bi
osofo bi kura se en yo babu nsa kura ye se utimi ne ye entom agro sofo
tie me say asamu a abrɔfo no ɛka kyerɛ bi missionaries no a wɔn de gospel no ba ha se no ɛno na mbɛ sɛ amanfoɔ ɛte aseɛ ɛbifoɔ yɛn de ketewa o
dabi
ɛbifoɔ yɛn de ketewa blacks no yɛn de ketewa eti sɛ obi nim n'afi sɛ ofi sɛ ɔyɛ bibini ɛna bibifoɔ deɛ nkɔpɔ adome yɛn ɛnɛ nkɔpɔ adome yɛn mehwɛ ama.
First ɛyɛ fɛn ne sɛn discovery saa dwumadie yi ɛyɛ dwumadie a ɔhyɛ a na ebi kan wɔ nipa brabom a obetumi akɔ nkan akɔ anim bi ayɛ self discovery sɛ obehu nipa ban a woyɛ obe discover a na ɛno na dwumadie yi afɔpoku dankwa afa sɛ Africa man sɛ na tie bia na ɔbɛma wahu nipa ban a woyɛ wonya hu ɛno a na wohu hu a ne aka no na afei obe develop wo ho because wahu hu awie wonim wade yɛ wonim wade ban ti afei wonim faako a wobɛfa na wahu nneɛma ɛsɛ sɛ woyɛ ɛno ɛna dwumadie yi afɔpoku dankwa nam ne so afa to ne ho so ɔnam so a ɔde ma abibiman nyinaa ɛdɔɔso
ɛyayira hwɛ eti ɔbaa yɛ no ɔbɛka kyerɛ Africanfoɔ sɛ mɔmɔ fɛ no King Leopold tɔso mmienu ɔse mokɔ Africa akɔka nkɔpɔn asɛm akyerɛ Africanfoɔ na mokɔ Africa no mɔmɔ nka nkyerɛ Africanfoɔ about God no ɛsiane sɛ nkɔpɔn no abifoɔ no nim dada mehwɛ ma abifoɔ no nkɔpɔn no ɔmo nim dada eti sɛ obi wɔ nom sɛ otie mi a na sɛ ɔmo sɛ asɔre meyɛ kristoni afɔka yɛ meyɛ kristoni anglikani fɛbini meyɛ seni a ɛyɛ ade a broni na ɔde brɛ wɔ bifa bodini fa ɛma yɛ no na yɛ nim nkɔpɔn no dada mehwɛ ma soso.
The kind letter bisa King Leopold.
I have it here.
Yeah, I know sir, you have it.
Yes. Until the kasa in the eka. Until me trust no for me.
Mame na me read messages kakra.
Yeah, man for and who say asama ye ka no. So we be near me mu hu say abonfia. E say in the history na onyankopon ona before and a daily Solomon babon de say onyansani kase pa beboa
sa pepe na bible
ko onyahonya de efri amama so
sa
Solomon suni onwa suna ekase no you make on Song of Songs.
Okay.
Only.
Okay. Okay. Songs of Songs, you know, you can't one no. Verse 6, you know. I say, look not upon me, because I am black.
What?
Because the sun have looked upon me. My mother's children were angry with me. They made me the keeper of the vineyard, but my own vineyard have I not kept. Mepacho Sana Solomon Eka. I say, look upon me, because I am black.
I am black.
Shame so shame nesiame esanse me bibini.
Broni.
Me nyame wa pam.
Okatre say bibini de eye curse.
Sa.
Enti eye adu bi. Eye nyino no.
Dia bi.
Dia na etiye. Na hwade broni bi be confess wa say the first video.
Okay.
O say no kremini oye broni. Kase oka. Senya African fo a nka ya ho fin
eyo mo abrofo no o mo ho fin.
Yes, you know that you know say wo horo you know bibia ye eye blast no ma chere say the sisi ya ho the first video
Mepacho MCR mo fa of Israel first video no e fa engumu e ma ye na afi ye nto aso
one day. Why? Because when white people came to Africa, they came showing themselves as superior to the black people, digging out things that black people taught them. You know, what we don't have in our history books is that the civilization we have in Europe today was brought to us by black people. Even black people don't know that. Even many black people don't know that. They don't know that the Moors, they were West Africans and North Africans and Central Africans that came to Europe and ruled Spain. They brought civilization to us. They showed us how to use soap, how to be clean, how to behave like a decent human being, you know. All these things we didn't know that before the Moors brought civilization to Spain. Did you know that the Moors ruled in Spain for 700 years? Where is that in our history books? It's nowhere to be found. Because why? If you are giving black people that power of having once ruled over white people, wouldn't black people start like kind of questioning, oh, we were once at that point of having such a power in a white man's country over white people, and where are we now? So of course they have to hide that history from you people, because knowing your true history is knowing your true power, and knowing your true power means you will break out from that system of racism as much as you can, because you can't. If white people will not stop racism, black people cannot stop being victims of racism. Okay, that sounds like I'm victimizing a black person, which I don't. The fact is, okay, I've said that before, I've used that example before, but I think it's just the perfect, it sums everything up. Okay, when you see a child that was sexually molested, or it mustn't even be a sexual molestation, if it was molested, would you walk up to that child and tell the child to stop whining about their molestation, stop crying about what happened to them and move on, because after all it was 5 years ago, your molester, is he not in prison? Can't you stop pulling the molester card and blah blah blah? Nobody would do that. No person that has senses would tell a child that was abused or molested to move on, or to even go out and fight against what happened to them. No, you will not do that. What you will do is you expect authorities to step up from that child and get justice on that child's behavior. But when it comes to racism, we be all in our feelings like, oh, but I'm not racist. I never owned slaves. My neighbor's cousin is black. I can't be racist. But it is not like that. I've seen white women raising black children, having black husbands, you know, and they are still racist. So you mingling with all the black people in the world is not going to make you less racist. That is just the point. That's because in the society we were not raised to understand what racism really means. We were only raised to define racist, non-racist, based on the fact, are you against foreigners or are you not against foreigners? And that is not even, that is just like the tip of the iceberg. That's so... So when you come up with white people
but what they don't tell you question yi a video a e kire say o say ewiase no abrofo no oya ne den na wo hwa wo say abrofo ye nipa bi ananka omo ye nipa gese omo nsekura se enye abifo a ene ba omo eda nanka omo de kese omo ade ye no won nyema nya te se moa o se no omo nim so gese omo wiase no omo nam no they knew nothing. 80 for 700 years and before na fi West Africa, Spain, Portugal ene ye keka ho ene omo ba ye no omo de epo sana kanfo kano akanfo se obi a wapo ye de se opo ekotere o menne omo so hu se ye dware bi ne ko anto enei broni adware adabraka obaijai
entino we nyi bibi na eka
broni na eka
bi ntia omo ye swimming pool of a can say omo hemana dware twice in
a year.
Didn't see a brofo or yes swimming pool no na omo dware into oton hoto mu a no apue e ba tomato no apue saa kopem ba nsu no be ye fi pot bi a 3 years mo hwegu o fu sa and na bibini onyiska o sidai o yes swimming pool me see them obi afa ne board ama one swimming pool no it me see full house adentia na ya je ne kakra onim the meaning of the swimming pool no wa ye bi ade abro no ye bia no audience here,
yeah, omudo enim.
Daddy, womo eba Africa. So me kan ko some actually. It's say we don't know God. Munti asamoa omo the king of Belgium, St. Leopold. Our 1883.
Okay.
No one said ye.
Yo, let away of Israel Dama and say King Kaina, Nitifia 7 years, speech delivered by King Leopold II to the missionaries journeying to the Congo.
Thank you.
1883.
Thank you.
Reverend fathers and dear compatriots, the task asked of you to accomplish is very delicate and demands much tact and diplomacy. Fathers, you are going to preach the gospel, but your preaching must be inspired by first the interest of Belgium government state. The main goal of your mission in the Congo is not to teach the African Negro the knowledge of God.
What?
Because they already know him.
They already know him.
So, men fan say utim so na akoko kire ni nyame, onim nyame dada. Okay, yeah to aso. They talk and commit themselves to their God. They know that killing and stealing, adultery and blasphemy are not good.
Good.
Let's have the courage to admit this fact, so you won't teach them the things they already know.
Yeah.
Let us say. Okay, yo. Yeah.
Sure. Maybe be not no. Then kakra. Somebody asole ba ye no. Omo de ba asole ba say e be yi adwena fi Nyankopon so.
And we are missionaries are no mo de asore eba Africa.
Yes. Utie ekosefo a omo say let's emulate the missionaries.
The missionaries, yeah, of course, I know muka. Some of them say no mo de
enye omo a anka ya yira.
Anka ya ye bia bi humre. Anka ya enki enka ho.
Enti no after PSC
enkom
abofo missionaries no. And now before so omo heme no kan ye.
You pada also missionaries
so
buy
Africa no. They have gold. They have diamond. They have cocoa.
They have oil.
They have everything. Don't go and teach them
God.
about God.
They know already. Something they already know.
Yeah, man, no. Mpuntuo. Yeah, man, no. Nkoso.
And I'm yeah.
I don't think about from buy no. Say missionaries no. Omode sa asole buy called Christianity buy no. On me wo put ya dwene efiri Yakopon so.
The J nyansa no ani nimdie nyame honhom na ekura no omode be fi yensam. Ema
asole eye
mo yiraye.
Asole eye mo no. What do you see?
Boni ni adosu kura chain first no.
Na ase o kan
how
eye land bi a eye ohia asase. Aba.
Ohia asase a wo fi ukuru so e di atire hwehwe.
Ya jet so ampa.
Ya je atomande no kura.
Say third world countries are epic. Ini hwe. Hwe of abobma bidin Mansa Musa for Bonodin. I want to book of friend the Timbuktu. Sa papa no na ofiri mane haya o. Mane haya. Mo me hwe na hunya a onya ye. Video 2.
Okay.
Second video.
Yo, MCA, munja video 2 enfa engu mu mayen na abusua no so enya bi enhwe.
The richest man in history was black, and in his 20s, he was richer than Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos combined. His name is Mansa Musa, and he was the king of one of the largest empires in African history. He got rich because his kingdom was surrounded by literal mountains of gold, so much that they used to give it away for free. He once traveled across the country with an entourage of over 60,000 people, giving away $4 billion of gold. Even his camels were carrying $6 million each. Once he arrived to his destination. He gave out free gold to every poor person he saw. In fact, he gave out so much that gold became worthless in that city for almost 12 years. It's estimated that he was worth over $400 billion. He'd continue to spread the love as he built mosques and universities that can still be seen standing today, attracting scholars and artisans to his empire. He'd go down as one of the most generous rulers in history.
Abusia wani guso a wo hwe Wake Up Africa na Royal Television so na obenya history say na sabri history a ye kire wi eye ohini bi a enye se ofi Italy, ofi England, ofi Belgium, ofi Germany, anase ofi any European country. We ohini a ofi Mali enye West Africa. West Africa asasi so na ye kan history. We enye ayi bosrim kabio. History ankasa e wo ho a ye kire say papa no ewiase nyina enei Elon Musk ka ene omo keka ho Bill Gates aye so omo ewo sika che obia no even ye kan omo be ye 4 5 10 be mu kura na sela na omo nto sabibini no we history we na wo onananum history o papa no history ene ne ye kan che no ho nipa ban a na ye ebiri bi a etwam ama afa wo say baby are you gina I don't know if Israel person ma ohu enti na odi sa video no a che no Israel
because all the no some abadan wadwene the education or the abadan wadwene enti no why you said the opesa wo ye ene Sadia Ghana has say Africa has say and obi isika 10 billion eco car park to one car. Sir. What can school go? Boni.
Ebi see that.
Only this card. Or use card. From a what? Sir. For the credit card. No, or the go free card. Here in Ghana has say, Enna a dime to for nation. The tax I say to for nation. The information no sifie amanyen. A buy sika enim.
Baku kura enim.
Masa.
Osi we nisika. Osi sa kuro we sika ni so. Na yehia krusia man
broni ba ya no ofaka gold no sa ehia man waba etu gold no e de ko esanse wada down ma wo so le do ka che obi ano wadi
adi o so a wote asori dem Jesus what na kwase na wo so asori dem na o se gold mines wo na o tu no ojuri ko now Jesus said, I was on your day, so damn. Yes, sorry. Anyway, oh my God, what's that money?
Now, I say, old man, Otiafi, yeah, nothing obi,
yes, of course, it's very important.
I'm a 14 year bar, young call for no more back, a bit kind of who could or what the adrenaline be and never. Or the adrenaline never. Say, ba. Bi nyanya nkuma die bi yenye sika
ofaba ohuru na body
opene no na body nya yo why oye huhuma duma den ti o ti ko no say the seeking knowledge and wisdom
na fakobobra
esan say Bible ka sembi the Bible no kan no obi asanani ontuma kan deep obi ha bi anim sa ma me no fe no Queen of Sheba
sir
tana mukano mame no ese na oye virgin no fi Africa Ethiopia Maki mame no na osua dia kwetire pa